Grimsby Town, bruv. Grimsby Town. I don't even know how to pronounce that. That is the team that has just eliminated Manchester United out of the Carabao Cup in the second round of the Carabao Cup. Even when other big teams in the Premier League have not gotten in the competition, Manchester United have already been eliminated in the competition. And you can look up, you can look right, left, anywhere you want to look, man. But the one guy you are blaming in this one, Ruben Amorim. This Ruben Amorim guy is very stubborn, man. You don't want to change your system. Even in your in-game management is very poor. At some point in that game, man, Mason Mount was playing as a wing back. Why? Because he cannot make even a single twist, even a small shift in his system to accommodate the players that we have, to accommodate the team that we have so that they can start getting results, man. What is Gripsy Town, man? I might be sounding disrespectful at the moment, but what is this team? A team which is playing in the fourth division of English football, man. Fourth division. Let's take a look at this team, man, and see which team has just beaten Manchester United. Just look at the team that has beaten Manchester United, man. Just have a look at the team that beaten Manchester United. Which league does it play to? League 2, the fourth division of English football. And you'll find some Manchester United fan looking for excuses for Ruben Amorim, man. You have just lost to a team which plays in the fourth division. I know they are number 4, but Manchester United, you are playing in the Premier League and this team plays in the Championship. Even this goalkeeper here after the game, he said, "What? I'm a Manchester United fan, and the way Manchester United are playing in this game, I am very devastated and I'm not happy about them." And the same goalkeeper is the goalkeeper who allowed what? 10 penalties, man. Manchester United scored 10 penalties. But well, nevertheless, don't even if we score 10 penalties, we might concede 10 penalties also, or 11 penalties because what? Our goalkeeper is Andre Onana. Get Andre Onana out of Manchester United at this moment. Get this guy out of Manchester United. I've never seen a big club like Manchester United. You have two goalkeepers who compete in every game to see who will make more mistakes, man. Goalkeepers go into that game competing on who will make many mistakes, man. Because what is it, man? Grim, I'm sounding disrespectful, but this team just plays in League Two, man. League Two. And what is very frustrating about Ruben Amorim, man, he will go into the next game. We'll be playing against Burnley, and in that same game, he will deploy the team the way he deployed them today. Well, he'll go there, plays Bacteria's team, then maybe he gets Scott Parker. Will have read the way Manchester United are playing, the way that Fulham manager read the way Manchester United are playing, and he said that, well, if you want to beat Manchester United, just pack the midfield. Burnley will do the same. They will pack the midfield. Manchester United will go in that game. They will play shit as they usually play. Excuse my language. They will play the way they usually play. They lose that game. Then Ruben Amorim does his daily routine, goes into that press conference and says what? Yeah, but yeah, it was a good game. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. The storm is over, but better days are coming. Get out of here, man. Get out of this club, man. Grimsby Town. I cannot believe it, man. And I don't want to talk even about the breakdown of the game. Like, what do 5 things we learned from this game? Bro, we learned nothing. We learned that Manchester United can lose to any team that is playing football at the moment. Even the Sunday League team, even the teams from Kenya, they can beat Manchester United, man. If Ruben Amorim is the manager, oh, man, I'm sorry to say this, but Manchester United are going nowhere if Ruben Amorim is the manager, man. Because look at this. They have a decent record, man. But this decent record does not matter because they are playing against Manchester United, a team in the Premier League, a team which has attack of the likes of Mbeumo, Cunha, Sesko, a team which has Bruno Fernandes in the team. They had the likes of Casemiro. All these players in the team. They have Lord Maguire. All these players are in the Manchester United team. So if a manager cannot coach a win out of from this team, man, well, it is on the manager. I've always blamed the player. I've always blamed these guys, the players, the fans, for going rough at a manager. But Ruben Amorim, you are one of the first managers that will go against you, man. Ten Hag, I wanted Ten Hag to be given time. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the same. Jose Mourinho, well, is the special one. So I wanted Jose Mourinho at my club because I had that hope that Jose Mourinho will bring Manchester United back to the top. But for you, Ruben Amorim, I'm gutted, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let me go back to the full screen. And it's not like we are seeing this now, man. We saw this last season. Ruben Amorim What? Tell me what manager in these big clubs in the world? Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, all these big clubs in the world, man. Tell me a manager that will stay in those big clubs who has more games than points won in their league, man. Tell me which manager will survive in any of these big clubs. Manchester United, you are running this club like shit, man. The Ineos, the way you are running this club, get rid of this manager, man. Get rid of him. I know there are some fans who feel sympathy for him, who feel I don't know what, like you have a connection, like Ruben Amorim is your family. But every fan, most of the fans will feel that because one, Ruben Amorim is a sweet talker. He might go in that pitch at Old Trafford at our home ground, put one of the worst performances that Manchester United have ever seen, one of the worst performances that Manchester United have seen in front of their eyes, and then after the game, Ruben Amorim will go to the press conference and will be like, "Well, you see, the team played better than us. We are the best team in the league. We can beat any team in the league." Bro, you cannot beat Grimsby Town, man. You cannot beat that team, and you are talking about beating any team in the league. Get rid of Ruben Amorim, man. I'm sorry, I might sound a bit harsh at the moment, but I've seen enough. I've seen enough. In that game against Grimsby, man, Manchester United have scored a goal in the 90th minute. I'm supposed to be sitting there celebrating because, well, Manchester United have equalized. But I'm looking at that game and I'm like, we are equalizing against Grimsby Town, man, and we are going to penalties. This is a game which you should have won in normal time, man. I cannot blame Brambomo for missing that penalty because, well, it was diabolical him taking two penalties in the same game. I'm sure not every even Manchester United players in that team did not want to take the second penalty, and even Brombomo is the guy who took us to the penalty shootout and he scored his first penalty. So I'm not blaming Brombomo at the moment. I'm blaming this manager for his tactics. If you will see a manager in the game playing Mason Mount at some point as a wing back, that manager, he's talking about sticking to his system, but he's hurting the club, man. He's hurting the club. And for Andre Onana, man, I cannot stress this good enough. Get Andre Onana out of Manchester United. Get Andre Onana out of Manchester United. Get Adley Bandi out of Manchester United. Then in that game against Burnley the weekend, whichever the result, sack Ruben Amorim. Get Ruben Amorim out of this club. On Monday, get me a manager, man. Bring me Ndoni Iraola from Bournemouth. I know they will want at least 10 million, but well, is there money at Manchester United for Manchester United? Is there the money at the club for Manchester United to pay 10 million for Ndani Ariola? Yes, it is there. And if Ndani Ariola is very expensive, go and get Xavi with this club. I wanted Oliver Glasner at Manchester United, but this back three formation, I've seen enough of it to not even want to see it at my club again, man. I know some Manchester United fans have this hope that Ruben Amorim is the guy who will bring Manchester United back to the top, blah blah blah. But let me tell you this: I don't have any connection whatsoever to Ruben Amorim. I supported Manchester United before Ruben Amorim was at the club. This is the reason why I say this, man. The manager is an employee of the club. These football players are the players at the club. If one of them is not doing their job properly, be it the manager, be it the players, get them out of the club, man. I don't know if fans have some this weird connection with Ruben Amorim. Where did this connection come from, man? Because tell me one moment for you as a Manchester United fan that you remember under Ruben Amorim and you are like, wow. And it was strictly the manager. One of the moments that you guys can talk about it is in that game against Lyon. But that game, it was all Kobe Mino. Kobe Mino came into that game and changed it, man. And that guy who changed that game against Lyon, guess what? He's the prodigal son at the moment. Ruben Amorim wants to add that guy in the bomb squad. So I've seen enough to say that Ruben Amorim is not the guy at Manchester United. I have seen enough, man. I've seen enough. You guys like talking about Mikel Arteta 5 years at Arsenal. What has Mikel Arteta won? Tell me what Mikel Arteta has won. Arsenal are playing good football and maybe they might be onto something. But what? And I hate these comparisons of Mikel Arteta. I don't know, Sir Alex Ferguson again, Klopp. You like talking about these managers, but you do hate saying about what they were doing in the pitch, man. Early days of Arsenal, even when Mikel Arteta had those scrubs in that team, I don't know Kolasinac, I don't know who those Mustafis in that team, all those band players in that team. Arsenal were visibly playing good football. For Alex Ferguson, I'm sure for all those guys from before, they saw Sir Alex Ferguson playing good football. Jurgen Klopp, man, you can never compare Jurgen Klopp football with Ruben Amorim football. So when you are talking about, well, Mikel Arteta was given 5 years at the club, Jurgen Klopp, Guardiola, I don't know who you want. Talk about what they were doing in the pitch, man. Don't have this weird connection with these managers. They will send this club down the drain. I'm even out of words, man. I'm out of words. Manchester United out of the Carabao Cup after losing to Grimsby Town. When Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, they have not all played in the competition, but well, what can we do? We as fans, we don't deserve this because we did not sign up for this, man. We supported this club out of love because we wanted to see this club winning trophies. We wanted to see this club. We want this club to be our source of joy, man. Don't want every day to sit in front of this camera. I hate it. Sitting in front of this camera, just ranting about Manchester United. I miss those days when I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, congratulations, Manchester United's midfield today. I'm talking about the midfield, Manuel Ugarte. Manchester United don't take Manuel Ugarte back to Manchester, man. Grimsby and Manchester, it is not very far, man. It is all in the north of England. Leave Manuel Ugarte in Grimsby, man. Because that guy was playing like a game of his life. Why? He was playing against players of his levels. Those are the players that Manuel Ugarte should be playing against week in, week out, man. Those are the players that are the levels of Manuel Ugarte. Then Diogo Dalot, get Diogo Dalot out of this club. I don't want to see Diogo Dalot playing again for this football club. I don't know why Ruben Amorim keeps giving him chances. I don't know if it is the weird Portuguese connection or what. But get this Diogo Dalot out of Manchester United. If I go on, man, I'll talk bad shit about these players. If I'm being honest, I hate them, man, and I don't want to see them play for this club again. I'll not mention their names, but via my reaction and what you saw in that game, you'll know, man. Andre Onana, I don't know if your hands are greasy or they're always watery. It is like the ball, it is above soap, man. Have you ever seen a person whose hands are wet and watery, then you throw above soap at him? It will definitely slide. Tell me, you had like 5 penalties on your hands, man. And if when the penalty comes to your hand, boom, it just slips. It is a goal. Boom, slips back of the net. Get Andre Onana out of this club. In that game, after that game against Burnley, sack Ruben Amorim. I have had enough and I've seen enough. Sack Ruben Amorim. Diogo Dalot, get Diogo Dalot out of this club. Get these Garnachos, these Sanchos, these Antonis, get all these guys out of this club and bring me a manager who can play back for formation, man. Splash that 10 million to Bournemouth and bring me Ndoni Raola, man. Look, I've had enough, and look, guys. I hate seeing sitting in front of this camera ranting about Manchester United because well I love this club. I've supported this club since I was young, and it is just hurting to see what it is happening at this club. But what can we do, man? All in all, at the end of the day, I cannot get comprehend this thought, man. Grimsby, and they were attacking. They were the one dominating us, especially in the first half. Look, guys, I've had enough. Don't forget to sub. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to leave a comment on what you think about Ruben Amorim. And don't comment Ruben Amorim to stay, man. Ruben Amorim is definitely getting out of here. Get this fraud out of Manchester United. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like the video, leave a sub, and ciao. See you in the next one. And I hope the next time I'll be making a Manchester United video, I'll be happy and Ruben Amorim will not be the manager of Manchester United.